15. Forgotten kitchen tools that once ruled the home intro. Welcome back to Quiet Origins. Tonight we'll tiptoe into the heart of the home, the kitchen, but not the one you know today. As the candle flickers and time slows, we'll gently uncover the sleepy history of 15 forgotten kitchen tools. These items once ruled the domestic world. Now they sit in dusty attics or antique shops, whispering of a different time. Let's begin. Wooden spoon. Long before silicone spatulas and metal ladles, the wooden spoon was the heart of the kitchen. Used for stirring porridge, soup, or sauces, it was handed down through generations. Each one wore the scent of meals past. Ancient Roman kitchens had wooden spoons carved from olive wood, treasured not for luxury, but for endurance. Mortar and pestle. Before electric blenders and spice grinders, everything was crushed by hand. The mortar and pestle were essential, used to grind herbs, seeds, and even medicine. In some cultures, it was passed on like a family heirloom, seasoned with garlic, basil, and thyme. Butter churn. Churning butter was once a morning ritual. The sound of a wooden plunger moving rhythmically in a barrel was part of the day's soundtrack. Butter churns varied from hand crank models to tall standing barrels. All worked with patience and muscle. Rolling pins, smooth and weighty, the rolling pin made its mark on every pie crust and biscuit dough. Early versions were carved from a single piece of wood. French rolling pins were tapered, while English ones had handles. Each told a regional story through its shape. Cast iron pan, heavy, black, and seemingly indestructible. A cast iron skillet could be used over a fire, passed down for generations, and seasoned into perfection. Before non-stick coatings, it was the pinnacle of durability and flavor. Egg beater. Before stand mixers came whirring into kitchens, egg beaters did the job. With 2 rotating beaters and a side crank, these tools were marvels of hand-powered engineering. They were wedding gifts, kitchen prizes, and sometimes little children's favorite toy. Tea kettle, a symbol of calm and conversation. Metal tea kettles were used on stovetops before electric models became common. The whistle was a call, not just to tea, but to pause, to sit, to sip slowly. Icebox. Before refrigerators hummed quietly in kitchens, the icebox stood proud. A block of ice kept the interior cool, and deliveries were made daily. Housewives had to plan meals around what would last the longest. It was refrigeration, with a rhythm. Flour sifter, fine mesh, a turning crank, and a cloud of flour. The flour sifter was essential for delicate cakes and pastries. The sound it made, soft metal against metal, was strangely calming. Match holder. Before lighters and auto-ignite stoves, kitchens needed fire. Match holders hung on the wall, often with decorative ceramic or tin frames. They held long matches, used carefully to light oil lamps or stoves. Salt pig. A rounded ceramic vessel with an open mouth. That's a salt pig. It kept salt dry and ready for pinching, even in humid kitchens. It wasn't just practical, it was charming, often shaped like animals or adorned with flowers. Bread box. Is it in the bread box? An old guessing game phrase, because bread boxes were once in every home. They preserved loaves before preservatives did. The wood or metal interior stayed cool, dark, and just right for a fresh loaf. Coffee grinder long before pre-ground beans and coffee pods, every cup started with a crank. Coffee grinders came in ornate cast iron or rustic wood. Each grind filled the room with aroma, a morning ritual, a wake-up call. Oil lamp. Though not just for the kitchen, oil lamps lit many a late-night meal. Glass chimneys, brass bases, flickering flames. They gave light and warmth. Some hung by the stove, others sat on tables, glowing through dinner and story time. Spice rack. A kitchen without spice is a room without memory. Spice racks held tiny glass jars, each with handwritten labels. Thyme, rosemary, nutmeg, sometimes alphabetical, sometimes by color, always by love. And now, as the kitchen dims and our candle draws low, we leave behind these quiet companions. In their silence, they still tell stories of meals shared, families fed, and time well spent. Sleep gently tonight, surrounded by the warmth of forgotten things. Good night from quiet origins.